So with the current state of the world and people spending way more time at home, no one should be surprised by the amount of new people looking to get into content creation. Whether it's podcasting, live streaming, or just making music, more people are looking to get a nice professional setup from their house. And speaking of professionals, there are a number of folks who used to spend money going into studios to record their albums, podcasts, etc., who are looking to get that same type of professional quality at home. And that's where we come in. In our new Ultimate Studio from Home series, we're looking to showcase some gear and tech that can help you get professional level recording at the crib. Now, one of the things that I feel might just be the heart of any home recording studio is the audio interface. And today we're going to take a look at the Audient Evo 4 and see if the hype is real. Let's go ahead and get this thing unboxed and take a closer look. So let's get into the unboxing. As I stated, Audient did send this over, but as always on this channel, all opinions are 100% mine. Open up the box with the actual device and immediately you see some get started information that will give you not only an overview, but some tips on how to perform certain functions. All that's left is the device and a USB-C cable, which is good to see. See what I did there? Now that we have it out of the box, I do want to take a look at the build and portability factor. Now this may not come into play for a lot of people looking to set this up in their home studio, as you're going to put it on your desk, plug some gear into it, and it'll never move. But there are a lot of people who want to take their podcast on the road, maybe go to a friend's house to record some vocals for a song. Even though I still think you should be staying home and staying safe, if you do decide to go out on the road, you're not going to feel any problems with throwing this in your bag, as it's pretty sturdy, even though it's got a plasticky build. Now, as far as it sitting on your desk, I do have to say in the short time that I've been using this, I may have used this headphone jack 1,000 times, switching headphones in and out. You guys know I love my headphones and I've been testing different headphones in and out of this, and I have to say that this has held up pretty good on some other audio interfaces. These ports can easily get jacked up to where they either start to come out or they get a little bit fiddly and start to short on the other end. So I gotta say, man, this actually feels pretty good once it's on the desk, even though it is a small plasticky box. But honestly, before we get super deep into all of the specs and everything like that, why don't we go ahead and put this thing to work?
Yeah, let's go. Live from the living room, Sonic 4's hit 'em so hard they can feel the boom. Sonic's form written by moi. You can see it too, see it through. Ain't no facade. I'll let you see it true. Live rhythm, catch the groove and ride with 'em.
Woo! Alright folks, what that was me having a little bit of fun setting this up and showing you how easily it is to get in here and create. I just wrote some simple bars, used a beat from my brother, shout out to Militron, hooked it up, plugged it in, and we were good to go. You see, I was already in the midst of creating. Now, getting this set up on whatever device you're using should be pretty simple, PC or Mac. I actually already had it set up on my PC. That's what I've been using as my main audio interface here for some weeks now. But recently, just now, 5 minutes before I hit play on this, I set it up here on my MacBook, and the process was just as simple. You go to the website, you download the driver, you install it for Mac or for PC, whichever one, plug it in, boom, you're good to go. I'm simply running Audacity free to collect this audio. You're hearing the audio out of the same mic that I was using for that rap. This is the Stellar X2. I'll also feature this in the series later on down the line. Now, before we go any further, I want to start off with one of the main things that they're touting as this being a smart audio interface compared to others in the past, and this has the ability to automatically set your microphone gain. Now, what's so important about that is for those of you who are new to creating. Now, you may not have a lot of knowledge on what a proper microphone input gain volume should be, and the Audient Evo 4 will help you with that. You simply come in here and you deal with this big button right here on the top, the big green button. That is the Smart Gain feature. You press it one time to select it. That puts the Audient Evo 4 into smart audio gain mode. You press the input that you want to use, one or two depending on which microphone you have, then you press it again, and then you just begin speaking at about the loudest sound that you will be making for your recording. Let's say it's a relaxed podcast, not a lot of loud, talking, maybe some laughter here and there. You would speak at probably your loudest voice. So welcome to the
DVZN podcast. I'm showing you how to get set up with smart audio gain. Say you were doing music, you want to come in with your yo, 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 yo. You want to come in with your loud vocals, because then it's going to adjust the microphone to the proper gain input and allow you to have some headroom in case you do get loud or have any spikes, and that way you won't have any audio clipping. Now this right here is about a $200 microphone, which is in a nice mid-range budget for somebody looking to create music out of the house. You know, this isn't going to break the bank, but it's definitely not as expensive as much larger microphones, and you can hear the microphone quality that we're getting out of it. Now what I'm going to do is switch to another microphone to see exactly what kind of sound we're getting. Now what we have here is one of those cheap BM800 microphone knockoffs that you see on Amazon. I've recommended these to people who don't have a lot of budget to go out and spend on microphones. I kept these at the same levels so that you can kind of see exactly what's going on. Now I want to switch to a dynamic microphone and see how that sounds. Now, like I said, this is not to compare the microphones. This is to show you just how easy it is switching from different types of microphones and actually still getting good quality audio. I will let you know down below what I had to do to adjust it. So since it looks a little bit low, I'm watching the waveform right here. I can simply come in, press 1 to select the microphone, and actually adjust my input. Now it seems like I have a much louder, broadcast ready audio level. Yeah, it looks real good right there. So another feature that I really enjoy about the Audient Evo 4 is its loopback capabilities. Now, if you don't know what loopback is, it's essentially taking the computer's output audio and routing it to an input so you can record it. Now, the most popular use of this would be for podcasting, to where, let's say you have a Skype call, you can have the audio playing from the Skype call onto its own track, and you can have your microphone set up as its own track so that if you need to go in, change levels, you get more granular control over it than just recording everything onto one track. Now this may sound confusing, but loopback can actually be pretty simple to set up. I want to point you to 2 instances that I think will help you out the most. So actually the good folks over at Evo already have a lot of good tutorials to get you started, and if you just simply go to this page right here, I'll leave a link down below in the comments. They not only have a video that'll go over some of the tips, but step-by-step written out controls for those of you who just want to read it and don't want to go watch somebody talk about it. Now there's also another video, this video right here by Benoni Studios. I'm sure I messed that all the way up. This is just a clip of the video that he has. He has a really extensive video that shows you how to use the Evo 4 with the variety of DAWs, all the features. I mean, he really goes in depth. This video right here will show you how to set up loopback to use in your DAW. So what I wanted to show you is how you can use this for your podcast situation. Let me call my boy G, the other half of Crew 54, 1/3 of the Wild Gents podcast, and get him on the line here in Skype real quick. Let's see if we can get that set up. There we go. We got the homie G on the line. Now, how you doing, sir?
I am chilling. It's a good Friday.
It's a good Friday, man. What we're doing is we're showing off the Evo 4's capability to record audio from Skype on one track and my microphone on another, so that if I need to go in maybe for a podcast like the Wild Gents podcast, tell them all about that, man.
The Wild Gents podcast.
Yes, sir.
At Spotify, you know, at all your places, Spotify,
everywhere.
Google,
talk to them,
Apple Music, iTunes.
Yes.
You know, wherever you go listen to podcasts, we there.
And also, we'll be working on a new Crew 54 project this weekend using the Audient Evo 4 as our main audio interface, man. You excited about that?
Very excited about that.
Man, it's going to be good, man. We're going to give y'all a lot of good stuff, man. But I just wanted to showcase this off to you guys real quick. So if you're looking for that functionality, you can do this through software, but it's much better when you can do it through your hardware and get that infinite control that might be lacking in other places. All right, G, I appreciate it, man.
So why do I feel the Audient Evo 4 fits perfectly in our ultimate studio from home series? I think at the price point, it competes with other audio interfaces from Focusrite and Behringer, but I think this brings something really nice to the table with that smart gain feature. Now, eventually, I hope that even noobs learn to set their audio gain manually, but there are a lot of situations where that can come into play. Now, if I have to address something that I do not like about the Evo 4, is actually one of its biggest features. The fact that when you plug in a pair of headphones, how it automatically mutes the speakers. Now, for most people, that's going to be pretty good, but for me, I do not like the fact that I have to physically unplug my headphones just to use my studio monitors. I think it would have been better if they had a monitor mute button that would allow you to mute your speakers just easily and just continue to keep using your headphones, or take your headphones off, press the button to unmute the monitors, and now listen to your speakers. So overall, I gotta say I'm impressed with the Evo 4 from Audient. There was a lot of hype, and this thing is really hard to get your hands on, but once you do, you're gonna like it too. Also, be prepared for the next episode in our Ultimate Studio from Home series. And in the end, we'll be wrapping it up with one monster episode to help you guys get going. I'm gonna get up out of here. It's your kinfolk Dookie. Make sure you like, share, and subscribe, and never forget to holler at your boy.